something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Biggest storyline coming into this one, he's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here, and towing the slab in this one, Colin Rea. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And now, Otto Lopez. That one finds the zone, and this one is off and running.
First pitch, 640.
The pitch. That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1. And strike two.
1-2, the count.
Got it. And one gone. Stepping in, Griffin Conine. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a ground ball. Swanson fires over to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
2 down, bases empty. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. And there's a ball. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground to short, Swanson sends it to first. Marlins set down in order. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here at Wrigley Field, showing the slab in today's game, Edward Cabrera. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
This one in the air, right field. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Nico Hoerner.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Pete Crow-Armstrong, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Jumps, but it's off his glove. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Kyle Tucker, the National League leader in runs batted in this year. Right through there for a strike. Now 1-1. Swung on, belted. That one's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That was blasted to the moon. Home run number 20 on the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. Just missed. And another ball. Cabrera, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Cubs add 2 on this homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Second inning set to go. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Rea, a 6'5" righty, 220 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Rea ready to fire now. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that one is downstairs. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. To the right side. Turner takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez digs in now.
Let's go, Cubbies!
Come on, Cubbies.
And a swing and a miss there.
That split is a pretty nasty
0-1.
pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Toss to Turner. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Graham.
Now the left fielder, Graham Pauley.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Crow-Armstrong makes the grab, and that's the inning.
It's funny what you think when you're left all alone. To worry about your fear brings chaos to your compass.
Bottom of the second.
Leading
Here's
off
the veteran
for
first
the Cubs,
baseman,
the
Justin
first
Turner.
baseman, Justin Turner.
And that one
That's the
upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
Man,
1-1.
that was pretty gross right there.
Inside. 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting seventh, the shortstop,
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson.
Gets the call. Strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Turner on at first. Nobody out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ball one there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
I think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So up now for Chicago, Miguel Amaya. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hill settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, John Birdie.
John Birdie at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Right through there for a strike.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2. And a good eye there.
Inside. That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
Ball.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
Got a full count.
Payoff pitch. The other way. This one could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's Nico Hoerner. Flied to right his first time. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Pete Crow-Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. And that's way high. 1-0. Two on, two outs. Lined in the left center, and that should be extra bases. One run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. And there's a strike.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
He's got 1 already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Cubs 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Davison De Los Santos. Rea back to work. Outside low. Ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. There's the strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss, and 2 away now.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball outside.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. under it is Justin Turner to make the catch, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And now the DH, Michael Busch. And that's in the dirt.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hicks pulls it down, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. That's towards center. Hill settles under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 3, Justin
2 outs, bases empty. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Cut on and lifted in the air. Sanchez gets under it and makes the grab. And that's the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Start of the fourth. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Just missed.
Ball. 1-0.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Conine in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
The Marlins down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Ground ball to the right
That's a
side.
foul ball.
And foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
That one ripped. Way back there. And a
Foul
foul
ball.
ball. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle. Gets it to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're down 4-0. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Weathers.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Swanson digs in. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Gansby. Swanson.
And that one is
that missed. That's a
inside.
ball.
That's a really good take right there.
1-0.
Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be
The
cruel,
pitcher,
can it?
number
I mean,
9,
sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one the other way. Sanchez makes the catch. That's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 5, John.
2 down, bases empty. And next for the Cubs, John Birdie doubled his first time. Going to 1. Out to short. Edwards. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They lead 4-0.
Funk up the place. We're just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know.
Here at Wrigley
Leading off for the
Field,
Marlins,
down to third
the
baseman, Connor
number
Norby.
1, Connor Norby.
Norby, 24 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So a man at first. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Two outs, base is empty. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. Fly to center his first time. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one catches the zone. Now 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That one in the dirt. And now 2 balls And 2 strikes. And that one
Ball
off
count.
the outside edge. Two outs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in
Up
that
next for the
AB.
Marlins,
That ball right there
the first
landed in what
baseman,
they call the
Davison
no man's land,
De Los
meaning it's
Santos.
not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And here is Davison De Los Santos. Paulie leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just
That missed.
missed.
That's the ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Happ moving under it. And that is that. Marlins leave 1. They trail it here 4-0.
Now watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me. Let me work.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner.
Faster than praying, God answered. That's why we give him all the glory. Yeah, that's what he do. Bring it through to
Ryan Weathers will get back to work. That's
the
inside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen.
ball, no
Ronnie
strikes.
Enriquez up and loosening in the pen. Martinez also getting ready. Into center and a base hit. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that,
Now
they
batting,
have a high
center
contact
fielder,
rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Crow-Armstrong stands in now and watches strike
No balls,
1.
1 strike.
And 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that
1-2.
much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Weathers fires. And he dodges
ball.
that fastball. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that one is lifted in the air. Paulie sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So up next, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. Center field. Hill drops steps, heads back on it. Makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael
Bush, the next Cub to hit. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that is downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Cubs leave 1, but they're in front 4-0. All set for the top of the 6th. At the plate, Liam Hicks.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Rea back to work. In the air out towards right center. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hill batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That clips the zone. That is strike 2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The 1-0. And he takes a strike. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Cubs 4 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Happ lays off. And that is out of play. Sliced hard but foul. Good eye in that spot. Good job to fight that one off. Up and in, and that's ball 3. In the air right side, Sanchez sizes this one up Brings it in. And there's one down.
The first baseman, number 3.
Here's Turner now. 1 for 2.
Turner.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop,
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Swanson not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. His 4th home run of the season. And they add a couple more. It's 6-0.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, John.
Now a chance for John Birdie. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Sanchez makes the catch, inning over. Cubs had 2 on this homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Conine.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
To the right side. Throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Xavier.
And up next for Miami,
Edwards.
Xavier Edwards. Fouled off left side. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a pop-up. Birdie settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The third baseman, number 1, Connor Norby.
2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. Strike 1.
0-1.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Horner over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Cubs 6 and the Marlins nothing. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? That's in there. Strike 1. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives. Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So digging in, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 2 gone.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably
Now
so.
batting,
No 2
the
count. You
designated
feel
hitter,
like you've got a lot of
Mike
plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Line drive, base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Weathers out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Seth
number
Martinez.
61.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 on with 2 away. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Crow-Armstrong, the runner at third. Bush at first, 2 out of the inning. Next offering is fouled back.
Looking good, Cubs, looking good.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Two outs. And a ball evens the count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 7-0. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
So 2 down. Justin Turner, the next to hit. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, pulls it in on the warning track. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Marlins nothing. We're at the top of the 8th, digging in. Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Porter Hodge.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a quick out, number 1.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. And that misses. Ball. And that is ball 1.
1-0.
That's a little bit low.
Down.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike 2. Swing and a miss. The high heat too much on that one.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
De Los Santos lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. They continue to trail 7-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The shortstop, Gansby. Swanson.
say in the end, give 110. I'm on a roll like a ball of flames. Critics be talking like Charlemagne. I went berserk in my hardest game.
Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Amaya at the plate now. That's ball one.
1-0.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Softly in the air, down the line. And it stays fair.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
One down. Next to hit, John Birdie. 1 for 3. Just missed. Martinez in his 3rd season, 30 years old now, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And the 1-0. And foul ball. Amaya at first, one gone. Smoked into left, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now here is Nico Horner. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
2 on, 1 out. High in the air, out to right. Sanchez snags it, and there are 2 outs.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Crow-Armstrong.
So 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Pete Crow-Armstrong. He's one of the best players in the game. Foul ball there. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball out to center field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Cubs strand a couple, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. And we're back. And now Liam Hicks.
Liam Hicks.
Hodge back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. And it's fouled away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Hill in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
The Cubs up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Strike 2.
0-2.
Struck him out swinging. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
1-1.
Tap foul at the plate. One strike away. Popped in the air, left side. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take the first 2 games of this series.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.